Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Just getting everything set up here. Just got back from the gym. Subtle flex. No, seriously, I'm trying to work on my health a little bit more. I'm legitimately unhealthy, as you may see in my videos. People keep commenting that I look like Ned from Spider-Man, which doesn't offend me, but it's not a good look for me. So that's enough to convince me to, I don't know, change something. You know, get some positive change in my life. Because not that Jacob Batalon is ugly by any means. I think he rocks it. I think he makes it work, but I don't want it to work for me. Let's put it that way. I don't want it to work for me. If you ever, some of you might know that feeling, and I'm not trying to condemn you, but some of you might know that feeling of catching yourself in the mirror and not liking what you see. That's me. That's me. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? While I get this freaking thing set up, my dad had a good idea of potentially because you can see my TV in here in my basement studio, because you can see it pretty prominently behind me. He suggested that I should put something up on that screen, which I will, just not today because I don't have the graphic ready. I don't feel like, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna turn the TV on, and we'll put something on there. 1 second. I should keep this remote on me. You can see that I'm in pajamas. That's because I'm at home. I'm in the comfort of my own home, and I'm allowed to wear whatever I want in my own home. You can't judge me. I'm not trying to advertise anything, so I should probably put, I'll connect to my phone to it. I'll connect to my phone to this TV and put a nice little graphic on the television. Let's see here. AirPlay. I can AirPlay to my television. Let's see here. Oh, now you can see it. It changed while it was behind me. I don't know if you can see it. But this is the thumbnail for my upcoming music video, which comes out this Friday. The 6-7 song, the full version is finally coming out. A lot of people really liked it, especially here on YouTube. It did that short that I posted. It did pretty well. A lot of people liked it. So I made a full version. I made a full version of it. And y'all are going to get to hear it. Yous are going to get to hear it, I should say, this Friday. It comes out this Friday. On YouTube, the video will come out at 10 a.m. my time. So, yeah. I hope you guys will like it once it comes out. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's not going to be cinema. Something nice. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to chill before I do anything. I'm just going to chill, see if any folks come in, see if anybody wants to say anything, right? I'm just kidding. You don't have to type. I can talk myself to death. I can say whatever I want. Where is my list? Oh, here it is. I'm not a big fan of the Daily Dozen trivia that we did last time, so we're not going to do that this time. Hey, look at that. You can see what's behind me. What should I put on behind me? Let me know. What should I put on behind me besides just a little picture of me? It's a nice little No, let me see if my friend has a nice little drawing of me that he's made. Here, I'll put this on the screen. I'll put a little drawing on the screen. Oh, look at that. It changed as soon as I clicked on it. That might be a cool little addition to have in the back there. Just a little bit of splash of light, splash of color. Cloudflare is down today, right? Or there's like Cloudflare outages. I don't know how that affects everything else. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. NL went live as while I was at the gym, and I was just watching him earlier. That's why I was a little late, because I had to rush home from the gym, shower, get all ready and everything. And let me change the stream title here. Daily games and talking. Yeah. I know it's going to take a minute for this to catch on to people who are interested in seeing my stuff, but I'm trying to build a brand right now. I'm trying to build a content empire. I think I'm on the autism spectrum. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think I may have adult autism. I was watching a stream clip that I did. As I was editing the stream clip from last week's Hangout Tuesdays, I noticed that like I keep touching my face every time, like I think it's a stim, like because I'm like touching it just for seemingly no reason, and I'm not exactly sure why. I'm not exactly sure why, but I just realized like I literally have to keep it on that, I guess, if I'm gonna airplay it. There it is. There's me. What if I turn my... Okay. If I turn my phone off, it stays there. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go and play our daily games. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? How about that? Let's play the connections. Let's see here. Let's zoom in just so we get a good look. Today's connections. Create 4 groups of 4. Roma tomato, grape tomato, plum tomato, cherry tomato. Okay, kinds of tomatoes. We're getting there. Stoneberry, Riot, Needlepoint, Joker. So, okay, I think this is the purple. Ending in a synonym for location. Commonplace, sunspot, parasite, and needlepoint. Yeah! Some might say this is a Mariah right here. I got the Mariah, not the first Mariah, but whatever. That's fine. We got the purple like before it being the last one. It was not that hard, at least. Stone Cloud Swank Berry. Shuffle. I don't really know what I'm looking at here. Swank. What is a swank? Riot. Oh, that guy's a riot. That guy's a joker. That guy's a clown. That guy's a laugh. Is this one? Okay, a funny person. I've never heard of that guy's a laugh. For a funny person, like, oh, he's a laugh. Stone. Oh, these are like female actresses. Emma Stone. I don't know who Madison is. Hillary Swank or whatever. Halle Berry. I don't know. Best actress Oscar winners. So they are actresses. Okay, so we got that. Let's see. Cool. That was the connections. Pretty not too difficult at all today. I mean, it was a little esoteric. Big, black, gangy. We're doing them more or less. What's up, Drew? I shouldn't have said that. Anyway. Sorry for toxic. Which has more monthly searches? Adderall or Translate? I think Translate is because like people are looking for more information, you know? What's good, little fishbone? I may or may not have just revealed your name, but it's all good. Translate or Emma Chamberlain? Which has more monthly searches? I think it's still Translate. Yeah. I just realized that my computer speakers are on. Emma Chamberlain or dinosaurs? It's got to be dinosaurs. Everybody loves dinosaurs. Dinosaurs or Mario? It's got to be Mario. Wahoo! No. Okay, who has more monthly streams? It's got to be Tupac, right? Yeah. I mean, Hans Zimmer's goated, but like, it's got to be Tupac. Who's listening to Nick Jonas? Well, he's got like one song, Jealous, I guess. Ryan Gosling. Okay, so Ryan Gosling is gonna. What's gonna carry Ryan Gosling is the that one Barbie song. Are people listening to that song more than Nick Jonas's entire catalog? Yes. No. Okay, good. I got it. Who has more monthly streams? Yeah, go Nick. Yeah, it was gonna be Nick. It was gonna be Nick. Which has more monthly streams? Zhu. Okay. I have never heard of Zhu, but I'm assuming he's like one of the most famous Chinese rappers ever, judging from this picture. All right. Well, maybe not one of the most famous ever, but people know him, I guess. I've never heard of Zhu though. It's got to be Ice Cube. Because I know Ice Cube, I don't know Zhu. Who is John Newman? Have you guys ever heard of John Newman? I'm not sure if I've ever heard that name, John Newman, before. 10 million, huh? Maybe I gotta go check out this John Newman fella. Brockhampton. Do I pick John Newman just because Brockhampton doesn't exist anymore, or and like I don't know anybody who still listens to Brockhampton? I'll say Brockhampton just because like okay. I had a feeling. I knew it wasn't gonna be Brockhampton. I knew it wasn't gonna be Brockhampton in my heart just because I was like, no one's really listening to them anymore. Like, no offense to those guys, but no one's really okay. Movies, I'm not gonna do well in the movies. Damn is what I'm saying too. Like, what? Who is John Newman? What song did he sing? I've never seen Children of Heaven, and I may have only seen High School Musical 2 while it was on. It was airing on the Disney Channel, but this probably has a higher rating. Yeah. I mean, it's a Disney Channel original movie. Yeah, it's not going to be great. Battleship is probably better than High School Musical 2. Let's face it. Okay, I didn't see this one. I didn't see The Suicide Squad, but I heard it was pretty good. Yeah, okay, Wolf of Wall Street is going to beat The Suicide Squad. 12 years ago, John Newman has a song with 1 billion views. What song is that? It would be Wolf of Wall Street for sure. What song would it have been? I don't recognize the name at all. I don't recognize the face even. Super Size Me is going to be higher than Captain Marvel. Love Me Again, huh? Maybe if I heard it. I would I should not have guessed Transformers. Okay. Looks like a lot of people lost on Transformers. Okay. That was more or less. Yeah, I don't think I'd recognize that song name just from what you said. Love Me Again, huh? We're gonna do the perfect pitch puzzle. Actually, no, I should be bookmarking these pages. I'm gonna make a new folder called Fiddles. And I'm going to put that right up here. There you go. Less games. Okay, let's go to perfect pitch puzzle. And then we'll also bookmark it just so that we still have it. All right. He's on a Calvin Harris song. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you're plugged into that world, you know who John Newman is, and I'm sure that like his voice might have you might have heard his voice on the radio for sure. I don't know. I don't recognize that fella at all. Anyways, we're doing the perfect pitch puzzle today. Okay. Run that one by me one more time. I'm sorry, I missed it. Okay. It does not start with D, by the way. It starts with C. Okay. Recercada Primera by Diego Ortiz. These perfect pitch puzzles, to be fair, I think it's kind of cheating for me to do them just because like I do have perfect pitch. But even then, even if I didn't have perfect pitch, like you could just like click a key and be like, oh, that's not the starting note, and then work everything backwards from that. They have different instruments. A little violin action. Let's do the French horn. Let's do the choir. Oh, yeah. Let's do the guitar. Ooh, you're sounding like Joe Satriani there. Could I get great pitch from working on this? Probably. Yeah. You could probably like learn how to. You could really develop your relative pitch with this for sure. Let's do bird tweet. Oh, you get extra points from doing the bird tweet. Now okay. Okay, now I know. Next time we're gonna do the bird tweet only because we get extra points. Little flute. Woo. Little ocarina. Oh, I should have worn I bought an ocarina pocket pendant organ. I bought a pendant ocarina. You're back in junior high school AP theory exam. Flashbacks. I should not have taken AP music theory because the college I went to didn't even like count it as a credit, which is so annoying. You think about that. Berkeley College of Music doesn't accept AP music theory credit as a college credit. Fantastic. I wasted my time. No, I didn't waste my time. I learned a lot of very, very valuable things in AP music theory, like part rating and stuff. Not that I use part rating anymore, but like when eventually I did have to take counterpoint class at school, at university, or not college, let's say, it was not that difficult or as bad of a transition compared to the others who did not take AP Music Theory in high school. That was Perfect Pitch Puzzle. Next time, I'm going to do only the bird instrument, bird tweet, for the extra points. That's going on the bookmarks. I really like that one. Let's do Jingle. Jingle's the other music dull that is pretty neat. You just have to like type the notes of the melody. And this is 5. Wait, why did I type G? It's not. It doesn't start with a G. It starts with the F. Yeah, it starts with an F. Hi, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm doing these just to keep myself on my toes. So don't forget that I can do these things on and keep myself on my toes, right? That's pretty cool. What is this from? I guess it's just made up. They just make it up. Little F harmonic minor thing. It's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. All right. I think that's the music ones. No, not the music ones taken care of. We'll do Bandle. We're going to do Bandle. Love Me Again is solid. Apparently it was everyone's most beloved FIFA song. Well, that explains it. I never played FIFA. Let's bookmark the daily here. I never played FIFA. I think one thing you gotta understand about me is that I was never book smart. I was money smart. Nah, I was never a sports game kind of guy. Except recently, I started picking up Madden just because like I'm starting to appreciate American football a lot more. Owing to the fact that my family are devout Eagles fans. Same apparently was a big radio song and like a TV show, John, too. I mean, that's news to me. I wouldn't have guessed that, but that's news to me. Love Me Again by John Newman. That ear, though, great work, dude. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. American football is a good band. Tee-haw, yah, hee-haw, hee-haw. That is hilarious, dude. Let's just forget everything said, everything we did. Best friends and better halves. Yes, we were doing oral exercises. So there's a daily game called Perfect Pitch Puzzle that we did, which I got in one, of course. And the daily, what they call jingle, right? They did daily music jingle. And you have to guess the notes in that. Yeah. If you tuned into last week's Hangout Tuesdays, at the very end, I was doing like just some chord warm-ups just to pass the time and to show off that I could pick out which inversion minor 7, or I guess half diminished they call it, chord, like in third inversion or whatever, just to keep myself on my toes. Honestly, if you're doing that, drilling those is great practice. So Little Fishman, if you're still here, if you go here, toned ear, let's pull it up. I'm not going to do these today because I did that last week already. Toned ear training. This is, if you guys are trying to train your ear, this is fantastic. I do chords a lot, and then you can set it up. I like to train basic sevenths and get all the inversions so that I know this, and leave it at 0 so I just keep like going and going and going. And that way, like, hold on, let's see. Yeah, I'll do only basic sevenths, start quiz, and then you do that, right? And this is a major seventh in third inversion, right? How did I do that? I'll tell you how I did that, because I heard that the 7 was at the bottom, and the 7 at the bottom means it's the third inversion, no matter what 7th chord. And based on the notes, I heard 7 1 3 5, right? If you just keep doing that, you build on that, you become into music theory, you train your ear, all of a sudden you're playing jazz licks, all of a sudden you're at jazz clubs, all of a sudden you're touring the world with Kurt Rosenwinkel or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, you can also like train your intervals. I think Little Fishbone, if you're still here, this is really good to like train. It's basically like what we learned in high school ultimately, but like just rehashing that and getting those in your brain, so that when you hear a song, you're like, oh, I know the chords of that song. Intervals and stuff, chord progressions. They have a quiz as well, like simple triads. Let's see, like and then it's 1 5. Oh wait, it's always 1. That's not fair. 5 5 and then 4. Right, and then you do that. I just ended quiz, but you can, do all that stuff, and it's really cool. So check this website out if you want to, practice your musicality, right? Anyways, let's do the bandle. Okay, I don't know this. I'm assuming this is like Backstreet Boys or something. It's kind of loud too, a little bit. So let me turn that down. Yeah, I don't know what this is. No, I'm not getting it. Any of you know this? Oh! Now I get it. It's Return of the Mac. I did not. Okay. To be fair, I've not heard the song very much in my lifetime. It's 1996. I don't really know the song that well. Like these did not really do anything, but as soon as I heard the piano, I was like, oh, it's woo! Play that keyboard. Fire that the lead keyboardist on that recording, because that's awful. That's not how that song goes. Good try though. Good try. Good try. Moving on. Return of the Mac. Yeah, Little Fishbone. Like it's great, and I really like that song, but I haven't heard it many times. Like recently, even like it's not been in recent memory. It's not in the random access memories in my brain right now. I wasn't able to instantly recall it the way that I so often do with other songs. Actually, okay, cool. We're doing geography now. There's global. Today's global is, what country should I start with? Let's do a cool country. Let's do Chad. Okay. Closest border 5 kilometers. 5,000 kilometers, not 5 kilometers. What am I saying? Okay, I'm gonna guess it's Mozambique. It's gonna be down here. No, it's cooler. Okay, wait. It's cooler, but that means it's cooler this way. It's cool. It might be up here. Is it Saudi Arabia? Dude, I mean Brazil. No, I meant Saudi Arabia. It's warmer. Little Fishbone, have fun at the gym. Get some good gains in. I hope to see you again sometime. It's warmer this way, so let's do China. Oh, it's adjacent to the answer. China is adjacent to the answer. North Korea. It's cooler. If it's cooler, okay, it's Mongolia. No, it's Kazakhstan. No, it's warmer. I was right. It's Mongolia. It's not Mongolia. It's Taiwan? No. It's Vietnam? It's warmer. Is it Nepal? That's Nepal. It's Nepal. Okay. Well, that was just me being spatially unaware of how to read whether something is cooler or warmer. That was global. What's next on the list? Let's do Worldle. Which is, thank you for the slam dunk. Thank you for giving me such an easy Worldle. It's Latvia, guys. It's Latvia. What did I say? It's Latvia. Manuel, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, Manuel. We were just doing musical trivia. I got to show you. Check these out if you want to like do a little fun stuff. We just did Bandle. Today's Bandle was Return of the Mac, but you have different elements. You start with the drums first, right? And you move on from that, and so on and so forth. We were doing perfect pitch. We were doing like jingle. That was my score. We were doing perfect pitch puzzle, which I already got. Return of the Mac is top tier 90s bangers for sure. That's what everybody was saying. Everybody is saying that people are saying Return of the Mac, number one 90s song. I agree. People are saying that. I'm not going to do the neighbors. I'm just here to guess that was Latvia. Moving on. That was Worldle. Guess the country Worldle. What's next? Travel. Okay, this one is the hard one that I really like. And although if I fail this one, I might cut it because hold on. Is travel not loading because of the Cloudflare outage? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's perfectly fine. Today I'd like to travel from Syria to Hungary. Super banger. I only know that one Mark Morrison song. I'm going to listen to that whole album soon. You know what? I got to listen to that album too. Mark Morrison, huh? Today I'd like to travel from Syria to Hungary. The gateway to Europe is Turkey. So we're going to start there. Does Turkey border Bulgaria? It does. Bulgaria. Romania. Boom. There you go. Pretty straightforward one. Let's see. Did we get the we got it perfect. Yes. So we got the perfect one. I wonder if Serbia also counts as perfect. Or if Ukraine also counts as perfect because or maybe this is the shortest path. Anyway, let's do the weekly challenge. Okay. This is the weekly challenge. Today I'd like to travel from Vietnam to Albania without going through Turkey or the People's Republic of China. Okay. This is going to be a doozy. Does No, Vietnam does not border Thailand. So I have to go through Laos. It does border Thai. No, I don't have to go through Thailand because I need to get to Myanmar. No, don't, Manuel. Don't say some wild ish to get my stream flagged by YouTube. I mean, here's the thing: you can say some wild ish, but you're just YouTube is just gonna ban you, and your account will be disabled. So feel free if you want to. Well, don't. I should not. I'm not condoning that kind of behavior. Uh, okay. Anytime I see this outline here, I know this is Yunnan, but I keep thinking Yunnan is an independent country, but it's not. It's a part of the People's Republic of China. My mods will get you if I have any. Just kidding. I do have some mods. They're just not watching right now. Okay, I have to go to, because of Myanmar, I have to go through India. And this is China. And India will take me to Pakistan. No, I can go Afghanistan. It doesn't border. I thought for some reason that they bordered. That was a mistake. Afghanistan, which will take me to Uzbekistan. Okay, that was not what I was thinking was up there. Uzbekistan will take me to Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan will take me to Russia, which will take me to Ukraine. No, I'm not gonna go. Well, I'm gonna go Ukraine. Which will go to why can I not visualize what's there? I will go Romania. And then Serbia, right? Oh, I thought. Oh, that's why it didn't work. What game is this? This is travel. You have to go from Vietnam. Well, they give you two countries. You have to connect them by land. I'm Vietnam. I'm like trying to connect. The particular challenge is without going through Turkey or China, which was hard. The only reason that I'm not gonna get Serbia by this way is because they don't consider Kosovo a part of Serbia, which I'm not commenting on. Let's see. +1. What was the perfect line? Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, India, Pakistan. Okay, I didn't have to go Afghanistan. I could have just gone Iran, Azerbaijan. Yeah, it's because I decided to go to Serbia that I I went a little over. Because I did not know that they considered Kosovo a independent country in travel, which was my mistake. I apologize to the good people of Serbia and Kosovo for mentioning that at all in this stream. This is not supposed to be a controversial channel, but actually, you know what? I'm not going to bookmark the challenge. I'm just going to bookmark that. Let's get rid of that bookmark. Cool. Let's what's next on the list? Flaggle. Let's do Flaggle. Daily Flaggle. And we'll bookmark this. I really don't like that they give you something to start with. So that means you will never ever get it right unless you're lucky. We will do Austria. It's Lebanon. Okay. Wait. No, it's not. It's Spain. Oh! Oh! Whoa! How did I get that? How did I read that? I'll tell you how I read it. It's because this clued me in on that there was like some kind of like coat of arms in the middle on the left, and I could only think of one country that has that, and it's Spain. Guys, I'm probably not neurotypical, am I? What's next? Gamedel. No, I hated Gamedel. We're cutting that. Spell check. Let's do spell check. Well, spell check is still down. I guess we're not doing spell check. I'm gonna bookmark it anyway, though. Just so I have it. Finally, fun times. We've gotten out of the boring stuff to watch, and finally, we've gotten to the good stuff. Let me bookmark this first. Let's do the plate-off first. Food guesser, if you don't know, is where we have to guess the food, usually, and guess what country it come from. In plate-off, though, we have to guess what people voted they would rather eat. Isi Ewu from Nigeria versus Tavakoshi. No, it's not. It's not no sound the S makes in Albanian. Tavakoshi. Kosi. Okay. Goat's head, palm oil, local herbs, peppery taste, communal dish. It's crayfish in it. Okay. This seems like it would taste pretty good. Although I think the goat's head would probably throw everybody off. Roasted lamb. I think people are going to go this one, yeah. People are generally averse to eating an animal head, which I don't blame them. Babka from Poland, Israel, and Ukraine. It's like a sweet. That looks good. I would eat that. Balkan brie. It's made from pork offal. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think most people really like eating pork offal, so it's gonna have to be babka. Yeah, I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't eat the Balkan brie either. Dweji gukbak. I didn't say it right. Dweji gukbak. I also didn't say it right there. That's whatever. Dweji gukbak versus Hawaiian pizza. Hawaiian pizza is Canadian. Is that real? Is Hawaiian pizza actually Canadian? How come I didn't know that? I know what Hawaiian pizza is. It's not bad. It's just not my go-to. Dude, I gotta tell you something though. My sisters love Hawaiian pizza. That's their favorite. I don't know why. My dad also loves Hawaiian pizza too, but I'm not a Hawaiian pizza guy whatsoever. That's just not me. What'd you cook, Bob? Pork bones. There's some pork broth. Pork meat, sliced and tender. Kimchi. I mean, guys, come on. It's got to be Dweji Gukbap. Yeah, absolutely. The people who are voting on this, it's going to be Tenmusu. Yeah, it's Japan. Japan always wins. Cheesesteak. Okay. Guys, okay. I'm from Philadelphia, right? That is not a good cheesesteak, bro. This is not a good cheesesteak. I would not eat this. No, that's not true. I would eat it. I would destroy it, actually. But it's just like, Manuel, are you still here? Dude, like, would you eat this cheesesteak, Manuel? Versus Paris buns. Paris buns from the United Kingdom, huh? Not from France. I guess in French they wouldn't call it Paris buns. They'd call it something like pain. I don't know. I don't speak French. Pain de Paris or something. Pain de Paris. That's got to be cheesesteak. Yeah. Whoa, that is a slim margin there. That was a very very slim margin. Carnitas from Mexico versus soy. I think that's how or soy. It's soy. Because the X makes like a S sound in Vietnamese, I think. Soy is created by soaking glutinous rice for several hours, then draining it and mixing it with salt, coconut milk, beans. It's got to be Mexican. People. There's more of a Mexican bias. The popular cheesesteak places in PR are trash. The hole in the wall restaurants are amazing. That's true. Pat's is actual like dog food. Geno's is a little better, but it's not saying much. Jim's was in my top 5 for a while, but it's not. They ever since they've come back from the fire, it's kind of not been the same. I really don't like. One thing you guys got to know about me is like there's 2 types of cheesesteak, right? There's the strips, which is like more the ribeye like strips, where there's more of the meat intact, and chopped. Chopped is like super finely chopped. I really, really don't like chopped cheesesteaks. I don't think they're that great. I'm more of a slab steak kind of guy. So my childhood favorite, I used to live in the Northeast Philadelphia. There's a spot called Steve's Princess Steaks. Oh, it's so good. Steve's Princess Steaks in the Northeast is so freaking good. Chopped with whiz is nasty. Yeah. But I will say I am a whiz guy. I am a whiz like supremacist in terms of I don't think that any other cheese, maybe besides Cooper Sharp, should go on a cheesesteak. And I know that's a minority position to have. Because I have always been with like a whiz with kind of evangelist. I like whiz. I think it is the cheese to have with your cheesesteak. But I think it's okay to also have like Cooper Sharp American or Monterey Jack is not okay. Pepper Jack is not okay. I don't think those are valid cheeses to put on a cheesesteak. But I mean, that's just where I am. That's just my opinion. I don't think sliced cheeses really go on cheesesteaks. I don't think they work. It's supposed to be a sloppy sandwich, you know, but chopped with is not great just because like the cheese and the chopped steak things just don't. I don't think they go together. I think that the cheese getting in the crevices of all the like the slabs of like ribeye steak, I think that's a lot more of an enjoyable experience. Um, Skinny Joe's is a new or Skinny Joey's, sorry. Skinny Joey's is a new spot that's in Philly, in South Philly on Broad Street, by the not too far from the stadiums. That actually is pretty good, and I would recommend people try out as if you're gonna be visiting Philly. It's worth checking out. They were good when I had it. I don't know if they've fallen off since they've opened, but it's pretty good. Don't go to Pat's. Don't go to Geno's. Please don't go to those 2. I'd rather you go to Jim's than those 2. Choquette from France versus Bratapfel from Germany, or Bratapfel. Brat Apple versus Choquette. Light from Shudo. I think this is gonna win. Yeah, this just looks. I think people are gonna be like, "What the heck is that?" Ratatouille versus Beef Quatio. Okay, this is unfair. This picture of Beef Quatio is insanely unfair to Beef Quatio because where is it? Philippines? No, China. This is a very bad photo of beef kway teow because I've had good kway teow and it does not look like this. Uh, Horrible lighting. Uh, like it's an insanely cold temperature light above it is making it look sickly and disgusting. But this is not disgusting. Uh, but Ratatouille is gonna win. I honestly, I think the movie did so much to boost Ratatouille's opinion on in the public masses. And Ratatouille is good. I've had Ratatouille. But I genuinely think that beef kway teow I would rather eat over Ratatouille. It's just that Ratatouille is going to win because people are going to be like, oh, I've never had Ratatouille, but the movie makes it look so good. So, yeah, see? 77-3. Whatever. Mi Chalor. This is like an Indonesian ramen versus Sai Oa, which is like a blood sausage of some kind. Not a blood sausage. Sausage made from minced pork, fresh herbs, and aromatic spices. Lemongrass, kaffir limes, galangal. Coconut milk. Oh, it's not really ramen. But the noodles are very ramen-esque. These, it's more like a Chinese noodle bowl anyway. I would give it. I think noodles win. Yeah, I think noodles have it. There's a noodle buff in the plate-off. Chicken longanisa versus bouillabaisse. I give him it's gonna be chicken longanisa. I mean, longanisa is so goated. Filipino longanisa. I mean, come on. 10 out of 10. I'm the supreme sultan of snacks. Average score 8.1 out of 10. I'm getting it. I'm getting it, guys. I'm understanding food guesser. Chicken the long way. I like that. Chicken the long way. I like that. Let's do the daily. Pork, shrimp, cabbage, carrot, bamboo shoots, shiitake, mushrooms, cornstarch. Flavorful and hearty meal. This is Chinese. What? This is not Chinese. This is Filipino. Wait, it's to the east. It's going to say Taiwan. It's Japanese? Chukadon? Oh, that's why I was like, it looks Chinese. It's because it's supposed to be like Chinese as you know what? I should have given it away that this was from Japan. It was the green onions in the soup. That's what should have given it away. And the tray. The tray is very Japanese. Chukadon is a donburi, which is like there's rice under there? Oh. It's like a Chinese donburi. All right. Well, you win some, you lose some, I guess. I didn't yes, I would yum this. Absolutely. Eggplants? Eggplants and beef. I'm not a big eggplant guy, if I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not a big eggplant guy whatsoever, really. I mean, I'll eat it on a Mediterranean platter if it's served in front of me, but I'm not really into eggplants like that. Where's this from? What is this thing in the corner? Is this like salt and is this like what is that, soup? Is that a dipping sauce? This is not an Asian rice. This is like a Middle Eastern rice. Iran. Let's go. Oh my gosh, Koresh Badamjan. Yes, dude. Oh, there was something very Iranian about this rice. Yeah, I would yum that absolutely. Those eggplants don't look too bad. Koresh Badamjan. Oh, I'm a food genius. Next round. What is this? What's inside? This looks like a Filipino bakery item, so I'm gonna say Philippines. Warm. It's Taiwan. No, it's China. It's Vietnam. Wait, cocktail bun. It's Hong Kong. Yeah. The trick to this is if it looks Chinese, but it's got an English name, it's from Hong Kong. Yum it, of course, of course. I'd love to eat this. This looks fantastic. It's very Filipino vibes for sure. If you look at this, if it'll let me show this picture, I guess it won't let me show the picture anymore. Gastronomical genius, I am. The second week I'm a gastronomical genius. The cocktail bun looks very Filipino. I've got to say, it does look very Filipino. A lot of Filipino baked goods have that sort of like egg washed look, but are usually filled with like some kind of sweet confection like that, like coconut. Like ensaimada is kind of like that. It's like topped with a little cheese, a little coconut, a little icing. What's next on the list? Scrandal, of course. Of course, we're gonna vote on some scran. Let's play let's save this. Let's play the scran, the daily scran. What are we looking at over here? Oh my goodness gracious! The more I look at this food, the more I realize that every recipe is pretty much the same ingredients, just different ways to prepare them. Also makes me feel connected to the entire world. I mean, that's to be fair. You're not wrong about that. That's literally all the food is. Every culture has some variety of flour and water mixture with heat added to it. And more often than not, it's usually the best food that they've got. It's so freaking good. Like I don't know what they call it. The Lebanese like pizza thing that they have. Labna, I think it's what it's called. I never had it, but it looks really good. From Brisbane City Football Club, Italian sausage pizza for £8.30. Cheltenham Town smash burger. I really don't like the way British bacon looks, so I'm gonna go with Italian sausage pizza. I was voting. I always forget that the first thing you do is you vote. Yeah, that was my heart. I followed my heart on that one. Aviva Stadium. This is from this Irish hot dog. What are these specks? Those are crumbs. Festive Bowl. I have to give it to the Festive Bowl. Tilbury Football Club Streetwise Burger. There's so many different names for beef stew, and chicken soup, and so on. It is wholesome. It is very wholesome to think about that. You know, and that's the thing is that should prove to you that we are all like one human race. You know what I mean? Like all human beings are more similar than different, and you can see that in the food and the culture and the history and the everything in the way that we are as people. You know, and I have always been the type of person to say that food is really the best way to experience a culture. Food is 100% the best way to experience a culture that you've never interfaced with for the first time. So when a Japanese spot comes to your place comes to your house in Philadelphia, Missouri, or whatever, you gotta go. It's gotta be the Streetwise Burger for me. It's £22.50 for this and that. No, thank you. Plus, it's got onion rings. So, Tropeiro from Brazil. Oh, I love Brazilian food so much, dude. Mineirão from 2023. I guess it's the football club or the game. I don't know. But, dude, I love Brazilian food. Brazilian beans. Oh, I don't know what they put in those beans, but in Brazilian food, you eat those beans, it's like the flavor bomb, and the way that they make the steak too is really good too. It's a pork steak. The rice is great. Oh, it's been so long since I've had like Brazilian food. When I was living in Boston, there was a Brazilian place not too far, and I could just order Brazilian food. When I was living in Northeast Philly, there was a Brazilian place also. When I grew up, near where I grew up, along Castor Avenue, right? If you're familiar, called Picanha. So good. Yeah, it's gonna be Tropero. It's not gonna be the nachos. I'll tell you this much. That's like a 7-Eleven nacho dish. Oh my gosh. Why is he holding it like that? Why is this British English gentleman holding their hot dog like that? But this hot dog looks better. I don't care that it's £10, 45. Yeah, Boston has tons of Brazilian steakhouses. Uh, in Somerville, there's a lot of Brazilians. And there's one in Somerville that I always passed by and I never got to eat there that when I was there, called Oliveira's Steakhouse. Right off, I think that's Washington. I think in Somerville. I used to get off at that stop where yeah, I used to get off at that stop in front of Oliveira's to go rehearse at a friend's house. He lived not too far from the East Somerville station, so I would just like, yeah, I would walk off the East Somerville T station on the Green Line, and then walk up to Oliveira's, and then I would cross the street. I would never get to like pass by and stop inside and be like, oh, you know, bask in all the food. Although I see the videos, because the what do they call the rodizio style? Like I really love that. I should go to. I gotta go to. The last time I was at a rodizio style like Brazilian steakhouse was at. He was in the chat earlier, Manuel. His wedding, or not his wedding. His bachelor party. We went to Nabrasa, which is a chain. There's also lots of Peruvian chicken. Yes, there is a. What's the name of that spot? Peruvian chicken spot in Somerville that is right next to the highway. It's like JNP or something. Not JNP. It's something like that, or maybe it's Portuguese chicken. I don't know. I just know that they sold like a roast. There was like a roast chicken spot there. Right by the. I don't know what is that I-90 or something. I don't remember. I don't really remember what that road is. I think that's I-90. No, I-87. Is that even a highway? I don't even know. It's been a while. It has really been a while. I say a while. It's really been only a year since I've been in that area, but it's not going to be chips and peas and gravy. It's going to be this one. All right. Well, I forget that the machu chicken. Yes, yeah, machu chicken. Salt and pepper chicken balls with chips. If I ever go to England, this is something that I'd have really want, or not England. If I ever go to the United Kingdom in general, whether that be England or Scotland, this is something that I've always seen in their cuisine. They have like salt and pepper chips, which is like a Chinese salt and pepper. It's like basically like Chinese salt and pepper seasoning, but they put it on their fries. How come we don't have that? That sounds amazing. And I love salt and pepper chicken. I love salt and pepper shrimp, salt and pepper squid. And they always use the colorful peppers in all of their in British cooking. Over here we only use like one pepper color. But this looks amazing. I'm gonna go with that. Absolutely, without a doubt. Get this off my screen. It's not gonna be a boff roll. Get it off my screen. Burundi style beef chapati with plantain. I'm not sure what beef chapati is. Why is it called unknown scran? This is clearly Thai chili chicken wings. That's unfair to them that they call it unknown scran. Today's special no price data. This is probably $16. This is a Thai chili or like an Asian zing chicken wing. It's going to be that for sure. No offense to Burundians. I just don't know what chapati is. It's going to be the hot donuts and crepes, not this, whatever this is. That crepe looks amazing. Cheesy chips. It's cheesy, I'll give you that. It is cheesy. But it's going to be the... I should have known. That was a scrandal. That was today's scrandal. Yeah, but my Boston years were a time for sure. I lived in I used to live downtown by by Boston University the first year. Then I moved to Jamaica Plain, and then in my last years that I was living there, I lived in Quincy. Lived in right along Washington. Uh, it was an interesting time. I would not go back for many reasons. I would not go back. You're from Somerville. You live in Woburn now. Nice. How is it over there? Um, yeah, I think when I was living in the Boston area, I was like, I don't want to be downtown anymore. If I had to stay in Boston, which is why I moved to Quincy, uh, which is outside of Boston, but I had thought about like maybe going to Waltham or something. Whoa, he pronounced it correctly. Of course, I lived in that area. I'm gonna say all the town names like differently. Worcester, Peabody. What's the other one? Uh, Tewksbury. I think. I think that's how you say it. Um, and yeah, Somerville. I think Leominster. Yeah, Leominster. Uh, I ate at one of the Denny's in Leominster. I think one time. Uh, I was on a trip out to like Western Mass to see like the leaves change color out in like Adams. I think is what it was called, the town that I went to, or the area that I went to. Wherever like the point is where you can like look over the tall mountain and you can see like Albany, um, or like New York. I guess you could have seen Albany or something like that, right? In that area. Um, yeah, we stopped in Leominster on the way there. Uh, yeah, my mass days are behind me though. I would if I did have to choose where to live in Mass though, I would pick somewhere on the South Shore for sure. Um, maybe Waltham if I did have to live like towards Worcester, Framingham. I probably didn't say that one right. I always said Framingham, but it's apparently Framingham. I think. Uh, where else? I'm trying to think of the towns that are outside of Worcester that I would move to. There was one city, one there was one town outside of Framingham that was like that I knew because I knew people who lived there. Whatever. I'm mass posting right now. Let's get out of here. I do like talking about the mass though because I really am interested in Massachusetts as geographically. Um, because it was a nice time. It was a nice time when I was living there for sure. Um, if I didn't consider the various extraneous factors that made it so that I didn't enjoy my time there, namely financial reasons. Oh, it's so expensive to live there. It was very expensive. I think the thing that killed me and why I was like I never want to ever move back to Massachusetts, even if I like got a job here, is the thing that like really blackpilled me with that was like I when I was living in Quincy, I was living in an apartment, and I shared a place with like two other folks who I didn't really know, and did my best not to see because they were like much older than me, um, and it was like 800 a month, which is not terrible, but I was basically in a room, like locked in a room, and I rarely ever went out to the kitchen because I didn't want to see anybody. Mainly because I was also had bad mental health, and then in order to support myself, to pay my student loans and to pay rent, I had to work two jobs. Buddy, thank you for stopping in. See ya. Hope you can catch the next one. Do I plan on reviewing the Five Nights at Freddy's meal from Popeyes? Is that real? This is news. This is news to me. I if it's real, then yes. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a review bra style video where I'm sitting in my car. Just kidding. No, it's not gonna be in my car. I have not seen it. I've not seen it. I've been spending. Guys, I know what we're gonna do today. Just kidding. It has cheese curd bites. Yo, oh my goodness. They're going all out. Nah, but dude, that made me very happy. That thinking of that because I was literally just reflecting on like some of the worst times in my life when I was working at Berkeley doing tech. That job was cool, but the job I had to work after it, after like normal work hours, and I worked like 5-6 hours some days, some days 7 hours, teaching like randoms how to play guitar, which is cool. Some of them were awesome, some of them were not, and some. And that was what like killed teaching for me. I was just like I'd never want to teach ever again after that. A year of doing that, I was like, I'm working 12 hours a day, sometimes 13 hours a day for 5 days a week, and on the weekends I have obligations with the church that I was involved in. I was just like, no time for myself, and I just did not want to keep things going. All it took was Freddie, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy to pull me out of the horrors of my past. Anytime that I'm thinking about, anytime that I'm reflecting on my dark past, I need only to think of Michael Schmidt and William Afton to soothe my fears. But yeah, if I had a comfortable job and did not have to pay rent, if my family was from Mass, that's just what I'm saying. If my family lived in Mass, I would not be hating on that time for as much. We didn't even notice that Groucho's You Bet Your Life was revived for a couple years this decade, hosted by what 70-something comedian? Who's 70-something? I don't know what comedian is 70-something these days. Who's old and a comedian and still active? It's Bill Maher. He's not that old. Kevin Nealon recently said he developed claustrophobia in the 90s, being fitted for a prosthetic chin on SNL to play what talk show star? What talk show star? I remember how Sonic the Hedgehog brought me out of my dark places. Okay, I'm very thankful, Slice, that you said that. I'm running through this world and I'm not looking back. Did you guys see I'm sure you guys saw it. The Bowling for Soup, the new post that they made. They did a remake of Endless Possibility. It is pretty good. And what's his name? Jarrett. He's looking good. No, you guys didn't see it. Manuel and Slice, you guys gotta go look up Endless Possibilities right now. There's a new version of it that they put it. Yeah, you saw it. You saw it then. It was mid. Yeah, it wasn't that good, but it was just exciting to for them to acknowledge it. It's because Jared is like, he's great, but like he's kind of not as good as he was before. Sonic, gracias por hacerme sonreír. I don't speak Spanish. Thank you, Sonic. Thank you, Sonic, for everything. Yeah, nothing will be as great as that OG recording. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What talk show star? Jay Leno? I don't know. Oh my gosh, it is Jay Leno. Downturning is the underrated etymology. Downturning. Maybe I should play Sonic Unleashed on stream. Just kidding. That will never happen. Ever. I don't know why I even said it. Sorry, guys. Downturning. Word that means something much worse than that. What's a bad Greek word? I'm going to skip that because I don't know. Investors hedge at risks for hurricanes and stuff through bonds called CATs, short for catastrophe. Yes, I should have guessed it. Play hyper modded Sonic Generations Big Belly. Yes, Sonic Generations, but Sonic is inflated. Sonic Generations, but modern Sonic is inflated, and classic Sonic is in his belly. Calling it a good round English name, the author of Down and Out in Paris and London took on what pen name? I heard there's a mod that makes the night levels in Unleashed fun to play. I once bought Sonic Unleashed from GameStop for $18. All in quarters when I was about 12 years old. You're pulling up to the GameStop with your little bag and you're shaking it around. You're going. You say, excuse me, GameStop employee. I'm 12 years old, but I would like to purchase Sonic Unleashed for the Wii. Would you please take my 150 quarters or whatever? I don't know. I can't do math. That's the one thing. That's not the right math. It was 360 quarters, right? No, you're saying it was for the Xbox 360. Xbox 360. You played that, John, on the Wii Slice? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. The Xbox 360. You got home and you played Sonic Unleashed. What was that like? What was that like playing Sonic Unleashed after running home from the GameStop? You know what? You know what I got from GameStop? I got Drawn to Life for the Nintendo DS. I got Nintendogs, Dachshund, whatever, from the GameStop. I don't know what a good round English name is. John? The life of an animal is misery and slavery. That is the plain truth. Oh, it's George Orwell. That was Animal Farm. Xbox really peaked in the 7th gen. That was when they were good. Xbox 360 was an awesome console. Not as good as the PS3, though. But, yeah, the Xbox has not made a good console since. And I say that as I have an Xbox Series X right back there. You can't see it because it's black, but, you know. Xbox is dying. They're not going to make another system. You couldn't pass the second Werehog level. What a disaster. I got Super Smash Bros. Brawl and jumped for joy. So did I. You know, I did play Brawl, but I never owned it, actually, so I don't have it anymore. I borrowed it from a friend, and I played it for like a month, and it was so freaking good. It was so freaking good, in fact, that I'll tell you this. I'm gonna black out my screen, and I'm gonna play this because this song. I might have expressed this to you guys before, but this song changed my life when I played Brawl for the first time. Legitimately, it blew my mind and made me the musician I am today. You got to hear this. Oh, you're just like, you're levitating. I feel like I'm being raptured. I feel like I'm being ascended right now. I'm being plucked up and entering the skies. I've got wings on my back. Subspace Emissary, bro. Like, when I was playing through Subspace Emissary, I heard this song come on, and I'm like, what is this beautiful melody blessing my ears right now? Oh, da 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 da. Oh, 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 oh my God. Oh. Watch this, and they're gonna. Oh. Oh, and they do it again. And watch this. The pizzicatos are going to come in. Go. And he goes, and then pizzicato's coming back in. Oh, with the glockenspiel in the back, and then he does it again. Oh. And then big climax. Dun-dun, dun-dun. By the way, that's Easy Drummer. I should mention that. That's Easy Drummer. That's the drum library that they're using on this recording. In the Wii era, when Easy Drummer came out, this was around the time Easy Drummer 1, they were using it all over the Brawl soundtrack. And I know that this is Easy Drummer because that snare, I think, is the Ludwig Supraphonics sample, or like Black Beauty. It's some kind of sample, but it's a very, very familiar sample. And the crashes, it's so clearly Easy Drummer 1. It's unbelievable. But anyway, we listened to the entirety of Bramble Blast from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. The first time that comes on in Subspace Emissary, I forget what level it is. I just know that you're side-scrolling and you're killing all the robots. Whatever. It's so good. It's so freaking good when it comes on in Subspace Emissary. It's like... It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Anyway, George Orwell used your presidential transport. The Roald Amundsen Rail Company was built by what company? Is it? I don't know. What's a rail company? Siemens. One early black union was the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters. What rail company with a history of labor disputes? Am I acoustic? No, I'm electric. Yes, maybe. I don't know. I might be. SEPTA. I'm going to say SEPTA. We're still waiting for the events of Independence Day to come to pass, knowing that the first sign will be the presidential election of Bill Clinton. Pullman! I should have known. Pull the Pullman Porters. I should have known that. Most statues of Tuca, the Greek goddess of fortune, what Latin named horn? Euphonium. A famous example. Oh, it's a cornucopia. Of course. Bubba. I am acoustic. If you simply must know, I believe I might be. I've never had a diagnosis, but I'm looking for one soon. Thrice is cool. I'm gonna save that in the Dulls, my Dulls folder. Let's see. Thrice. Let's do Disorderly, where we have to order things by the order that they tell me to. Let's see it. Sort these sports-related numbers from highest to lowest. I'm not gonna get this. I'm telling you this much. The minimum number of games played in a single set of tennis, I guess that's 3. I'm guessing the maximum number of rolls in the final frame of 10-pin bowling. It's probably 3. Number of men's major golf championships held yearly. I can't talk right. What's happening? I'm getting brain jacked. There's nothing in my ears. Something is brain jacking me right now. I think it's because I haven't stimmed in a while. I think I discovered that my actually, this is my real stim, is me touching my face. If you go back if you rewind in this stream, I touch my face like 1,000,000 times. It's 5G. It is the 5G. There's a 5G in the air. It's brain jacking me. It's you ever see that speech jammer thing where like it bounces the sound back at you? That's what's happening to me, except there's no sound whatsoever. I'm just listening to the sound of my own raw voice in air. Number of goals someone scored in soccer if they scored a brace. I don't know what that is. Number of seconds a basketball team has to advance the ball past half court. Number of minutes in an ice hockey power play after a major penalty. I'm going to guess that. That's wrong, actually. I'm just going to do that. That's also wrong. That's right. That's right. Great. I literally have no idea about any of that. Don't ask me about sports unless it's specifically about the Philadelphia Eagles. That's the only way I would know anything. Juxtastat. And we're going to bookmark this. Which has a higher percentage increase in population from 2000 to 2020? I'm gonna say Hartford. Nope. Which diversifies less between 2000 and 2020? I'm gonna say Kansas City. Nope. Wrong again. Which has a higher percentage of households who have household income under 50K? Well, I'm gonna say Texas. Okay, there you go. Which has a higher mean daily high temperature? Probably Nigeria over Canada. I'm gonna be real. Which has a higher percentage of adults who sleep less than 7 hours? Baton Rouge or Fayetteville? Probably Baton Rouge. Yeah, I have no heuristic for what that would be, but when people ask me if I'm an Eagles fan, I tell them I watch the Eagles like I watch the news to see if Iran is going to bomb Israel. I'm not going to say anything about that. That was my fault. That was my fault for reading it out loud. But I'm going to look into the spirit of why you said that. Yes, I agree with you in that I watch the Eagles as devotedly as I do, as if I thought the world was going to end at any minute. And if I'm going to be very honest with you, I do believe that the world will end if the Eagles lose. I really, every time I watch the game, I watch and react to everything that happens in the game with the same seriousness and emotion as if the Eagles losing meant that the world was going to explode. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. I'm with you. Which, by the way, like I gotta say this, but Sunday's game, our defense is awesome. Our defense is amazing. And that's all I can say. And I hate that that's all I can say, because what is happening on the offense? It's clearly our offensive line is just like emaciated right now because Lane is still getting over his injury and Cam Jurgens is not in. Yeah, it's over, guys. Our defense is who is carrying us. They just give the ball to Saquon. Yeah, give the ball to Saquon. But here's the thing, and yeah, they gotta give the ball to Saquon and make him run. Hurts needs to throw the ball, but in that game he shouldn't have thrown the ball. He shouldn't have been targeting so far because it was so windy. He should have been not like throwing it all the way, because you'll see that when they are doing the long passes, like Jalen just could not calculate properly, like when the ball was going to land in the receiver's hands. I think he threw one to Saquon, which almost was a touchdown, and Saquon obviously couldn't catch it because it was like too off. They should have done short passes, and kept it running, because our running game is great. And Saquon, I think his performance in that game was a little weird, because Saquon's style is obviously like he jukes a lot, but he was kind of like hesitating a lot. He was kind of hesitating a lot in that one. And that's the kind of not what the defense is really react. The defense is not. The Lions defense is not good for that. The Lions defense should have been, or the Eagles offense should have played to that and put in Tank a little bit more, because Tank doesn't play like Saquon. Tank goes in. User 71 Steely Dan brain rot is stuck in my head all week. Good news for you. More Steely Dan brain rot is going to be coming. Kings is the next one. Kings from Can't Buy a Thrill. I'm going to be doing that next. B.N. Branson, them rowdy folk in Baton Rouge. Them some rowdy folk in Baton Rouge for sure. But that was just Juxtastat. Anyways, I could talk about Eagles all day, bro. That game was ugly. We won, and I'm glad we won, but it was ugly on our offense. Like it should not have been that hard for us to. That's the thing. Our offense, every game this season has just been 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. What's happening? What's going on? And it's just so aggravating to watch that our defense has to say literally what AJ Brown was saying over the weekend. Like, yeah, the defense is saving our rear ends. But like you'll notice also in that game they were like force targeting Asia like nonstop, even when he was like completely covered. Like that was like really not good. Like don't just like placate AJ like that, you know. Ring up the Steely Dan brain rot. We're gonna do catfishing. We're gonna play today's catfishing. 2013 establishments in England. This is gonna be what is this? Technology companies. Huh? Is this UKIP? Cambridge Analytica. Right. I should have known. Next. Arthurian characters. Family of Is this Lancelot? Morgan Le Fay? I don't know. I don't know what that is. 907 establishments. Is this Bratislava? It is Bratislava. I just kind of skipped past it though. 2nd century Egyptian people, 3rd century Egyptian people. Middle. Who is a saint from Alexandria? I can't think of any saints from Alexandria. Is this Origen? It is Origen. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. He was the only one from Alexandria I could think of. All right. Fair enough. It's Origen. All right. 1990s toys. Athanasius. No, I think it is Athanasius from Alexandria. I thought, I don't know. Origin was the only thing I think of because Origin is like pretty early, and this is like 2nd, 3rd century. So, 1990s toys. Animated characters introduced in 1995. Animated characters. This is Buzz Lightyear. Yes, I did mean Buzz Lightyear. Thank you. 21st century Japanese sportsman. Is this Shohei Ohtani? It is. Ancient Greek archaeological sites in Greece. This is somewhere. Central Greece. I can only think of like places in Crete for some reason. Central Greece. Former theaters. Is this an amphitheater? I'll just say I'll say amphitheater. Delphi. Okay. No, I don't know what that is. Business people from Guangzhou. Hong Kong billionaires. No, not even a guess. I don't know who Jimmy Lai is. 1998 neologisms. Criminal defenses. English phrases. Informal legal terminology. Relevance fallacies. Is this Jedi mind trick? Chewbacca defense. Okay. I knew that kind of, but no. Is this Leonardo da Vinci? Leonardo da Vinci. Results. Not bad. More than the average. I'll take that. I will take that. I pride myself in being kind of good at general knowledge. And having a breadth of knowledge in various capacities. Let's do the angle. We're doing angle. The viral clip that I had of me doing angle, just kidding, it wasn't viral. Nobody watched it. I'm not complaining, but what is this? This is like what's 360 minus 360 minus 93? 267. Let's get it. Let's guess 267. Boiling. 266. 265. 264? 263! I did not get it. Whatever. Fine. 263. Close enough. I was in the ballpark. That was Angle. Let's do kind of hard golf. It's kind of annoying, but it's fine. It's fun. Come on, guys. It's fun. We'll play golf. The Eagles, man. We're gonna. What's happening? Whoa. You hear those birds? Kind of hard golf. Let's do a little that. Oh my gosh. There you go. That's more like it. Little checkpoint. Okay, that's gonna. All right. Well, I should have just done that from the get-go. Beautiful. That's a little too hard. Also, still a little too hard. Maybe not hard enough. What's happening here? There you go. Finally. Oh my gosh. That was catastrophic. I can't get this in. Guys, I didn't know USPS flat rate priority mail boxes were free. Like you could just get those. You could just take those boxes. It's literally cost. It just costs money to ship them, but like that's where they make the money. But the other day, I cracked my in-ear monitors, my custom acrylic in-ear monitors. They're not acrylic. They're like plastic, I guess. That was bad. I should have got the checkpoint. Ooh. I'm gonna get the checkpoint here. I cracked them, and it was just disastrous because I use in-ears every time I play something, right? So basically, like, at least for the time being, I might have to get like I might have to use substitutes while I wait for it to repair. But I gotta ship my ears back to the manufacturer so that they can remold it, which is hopefully not gonna take forever because I need those babies like for real. I literally have band practice on Wednesday, and I'm gonna be like, I don't have my in ears. Sorry. It's a predicament. You know what else is a predicament? This particular part of this hole that I'm in. What is happening right now? Am I like? I'm kind of like. Oh, there you go. You just need a soft hand sometimes. Oh my god. I'm not good at this game at all. I don't know why I play it. I don't know why I must torture myself so. I'm gonna do a little Spider-Man. No, I can't do it. Whatever. Speaking of Spider-Man, everybody says I look like Ned from Spider-Man, and I'm really like, I'm not offended by it, but I'm over it, and I've been over it since last year. So which is fine. Like you can still say it, but I get it. I look like Jacob Batalon just because I'm Filipino and big. So I can't change the Filipino part. So I can at least change the big part. So I've been going to the gym like at least 3 times a week. Maybe 2 a minimum, and watching my diet. Diet is really more important than working out, but you know, they go hand in hand. I just can't get this hole. What is happening? I'm just gonna go over the top. That's really the only way that I can do it. Oh my gosh, that was a mistake. I should not have done that. Saved. No, not saved. I'm just tired of being fat, guys. I don't want to be a fat guy anymore. What's happening, guys? Oh my gosh! All right, come on. We can do this. No, we can't. I'm just gonna do this then. It's telling people are scoring 26. All right, it's over, guys. This is so over. I can't get this particular. Am I all right? There you go. Fine. Finally, 81. I will not play that again. Sorry, I'm scratching my feet. I'm like a monkey. And finally, we come to the minute cryptic. Cool. Shape of mountain. What is this? Shape of underscore mountain. Let's do some hints. What's the definition? Shape. Shape of. Okay, what's the. Oh, it's wordplay. So, okay. Shape. Is it peak? Nope. It's a rebus. The answer describes the effect present in the clue. A letter is missing. It will also describe what is missing while satisfying the clue's definition. Shape. Mountain. Fountain. I need a letter. Wait, so this is like, so it's a rebus. Underscore fountain. It will describe what will be missing while also satisfying the clue's definition. Shape. I need another there. For M. For M. Shape of mountain. I don't really get it. I don't get it. Anyway, that's the dolls. That was a hard one. I don't really get that one. I don't really understand that one. This was a hard one. Ah, well, whatever. Let's see. What is some cool stuff we can do? Should I do a tier list? Why not? Let's do a tier list. Let's do a fast food tier list. What's a good fast food tier list? All right. Here's my fast food tier list. I'm going to start by saying you don't have to eat fast food. Fast food is not Okay, I've never had Swenson. We're gonna start with never had. I've never had Baja Fresh. Never had a Blimpie, although I've seen one. Never had Del Taco. I've never had El Pollo Loco. I've never had Firehouse Subs. I guess I've never had Jimmy John's. I think it's been so long that since I've had Long John Silver's that I will put it in never had because I don't really remember it. Never had Noodles Company. Never had PDQ. Never had Portillo's. Never had Schlotsky's. I don't know what that is. Never had Taco Cabana. What is that? I've never had Wiener Schnitzel. I've never had Zaxby's. And I've never had wings, whatever this is. Wings to go. I don't know. All right. Also, I've never had Penn Station. And I guess I've never had Potbelly either. All right, here's what we're working with. A&W is D tier. I don't really remember it. B.N. Branson, you remember Skyline Chili. You were there, right? That wasn't just a figment of my imagination. I know that you're gonna say, B.N. Branson, you're gonna say that Skyline Chili is gonna be an F. It was a bad genre for you guys. I feel like Skyline Chili, I would have had a better experience had I had it like closer to Cincinnati. I'll still give it a C. I will still give it a C because I did really enjoy the food that I was eating. I did not think it was bad. I know you guys thought it was bad, but I didn't think it was bad. Arby's B tier. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. The unfortunate poop smell was not. I know I recognize that is not maybe typical for the Skyline Chili experience, but Culver's is the best. Speaking of Midwestern chains, Culver's was amazing when I had it. Bojangles B tier. Bojangles are opening one up in New Jersey very soon. In Vineland, they're coming to Vineland, which is not it's not too bad of a drive for me. Bojangles, the other one in PA is in Quakertown, and that's the only Bojangles I've ever been to was the Quakertown Bojangles. Let's see. I'm gonna make you a mod, Kev. Boston Market is D tier. I don't think it's awful, but it's not amazing. Burger King, why? It's a B tier. Okay. I'm kind of going fast. Boston Market, I think the last time I had it was maybe like a decade ago, and even then it's like unmemorable. I like their spirally, like the spiral mac and cheese they have. I like the texture of that, but it doesn't really taste amazing. You know what? I'll put A&W at never had just because like it's been so long. Really, it's been so long since I had A&W. Boston Market mac and cheese is pretty darn good. Not gonna lie. Culver's I put up there. I gotta talk about Culver's actually. Slice was just in here. He's talking about cheese curds. I mean, cheese curds is a Midwestern like staple, and you just gotta have it. But Culver's cheese curds were something else, man. They were great, but the cheese curds were not even the best part of Culver's. Their burgers were amazing. The burgers were amazing. The best fast food chain I've ever had, and the ice cream was out of this world. I mean, I had a root beer float, and you know how sometimes you eat like ice cream and it's like it's got that like sticky thing in the back of your throat. It makes your mucus build up, and it didn't have any of that. It just tasted so clean, no chemically taste whatsoever. The only A&W I know of was in Whitehaven, right off the turnpike. Yeah, I mean, these days A&W is very much like a rest stop food, much like how Roy Rogers was. Which I still haven't been to the Cherry Hill Roy Rogers, but I'm not hearing good things. Um, so I assume they're in the same class of as A&W. I remember for the longest time there was an A&W at the Cherry Hill Mall. That's obviously I don't think it's there anymore, but A&W was like a mall restaurant that you would see. Uh, I think A&W is still kicking in like Canada, but definitely you don't see brick and mortar A&Ws where I'm at anymore, right? Um, yeah, Skyline Chili was good from personally, but it's not like amazing. Raising Cane's I think is insanely overrated. I will put it in B because it's good, but it doesn't deserve the crown. And actually, I'll order these so that on the left is like my favorite. Burger King. Actually, I like put Burger King ahead of Bojangles just because I had it more. I'll put Arby's ahead of Bojangles. I'll put Cane's at the top of B. How about that? Because it is really good, but I don't think they deserve all the glazing that they get right now. I think they're insanely glazed. I'm like leaning back like I'm just chilling. I gotta raise my chair. I'm gonna lean back a little bit. Lean back. Check this out, guys. I can bend down that far, huh? Anyways, Carl's Jr., aka Hardee's. It's pretty good. There was a Hardee's in the area like many years, like maybe 6+ years ago, up in Burlington, New Jersey ish. It's not there anymore, sadly. I wish they had not gone out of business because Hardee's was great. Hardee's was great. Um, and I had Carl's Jr. once in Cali. It was pretty good. I don't really remember what I got over there, but Carl's Jr. I had to put it up there. It was great. Checkers. Yeah, it's gonna go B as well. I like it a little bit more. I like Carl's Jr. more than Checkers. Actually, I like Carl's Jr. more than Burger King. Yeah, Chicken Eater, welcome in. Thank you for stopping in. I gotta adjust this. Like it's literally in the way of the microphone. Chick-fil-A is one of the best. Absolutely. Chipotle, one of the best. Personally. Church's Chicken, D tier, bro. Church's Chicken really fell off, and I think, okay, Cane's on B is crazy. I mean, here's the thing. I was saying this earlier, but like Cane's is only in B because I think they're overglazed. They're overrated. I don't think that they deserve the crown that they get. But I put them on the top of B because they're really good. They're really good still, but I don't think they're the best. What did I just put in? Oh yeah, Chick-fil-A is the best. Chipotle the best. Cookout. All right. Yeah, Cane's fries is usually soggy. The chicken doesn't really taste like anything. The chicken Chipotle is even crazier than the best. I'm coming to appreciate Chipotle a little bit more these days. Um, maybe I'm just getting old, but Chipotle, it's at the bottom of the best, but it is one of the best, I think. Cookout is gotta be. I mean, Chicken Eater. I know where you are. You gotta. I don't know if you've ever had Cookout, but yeah, I was about to say Manuel. Like I'm sure they have Cookout in Tennessee. You went to Cookout the first time a few months ago. The vibe is very Waffle House. Yes, agree. But I think it has the vibe of Waffle House in every facet, good and bad. Therefore, Cookout is gonna go here, B, because I really like Cookout. Every time I visit Virginia, which has become more often these days, Cookout is just, it's been awesome, man. Like there's no place like Cookout up here. There really is no place like Cookout like up here where you can get that kind of food for that kind of price. You might have had Cookout like one time. I would love, but I really, 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 really like Cookout. It's really good, and it's worth like trying. It's not amazing. Don't get me wrong. It's like a Waffle House. You are right in saying that it's like a Waffle House, but it's like a Waffle House version of burgers. But there's something special about that. I don't know. Like I like Cookout a lot. I'll shout out to my Virginia folks. Denny's is gonna go in top of C because it's not amazing. Like Denny's isn't like, it's not amazing, but it's not as bad as IHOP. And at the right time, Denny's hits. Domino's Pizza is gonna be I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it after Checkers. Domino's Pizza is, in my opinion, the best pizza chain. If you absolutely had to get a pizza from a pizza chain, yeah, man. Well, you remember those late night Denny's stops. I mean, like Denny's hits, man. Denny's hits. It's just that like I don't think I would just go to Denny's on a whim. I would be a little hesitant until we've had a conversation about it. Yeah, so Domino's Pizza is gonna go in B. Dairy Queen. Domino's is the best of that class of pizza. You are right. Papa John's is okay, but I think Domino's is much better. I like Pizza Hut more than Papa John's, to be frank. Dairy Queen is gonna also go in. It's gonna go below Skyline Chili. Pizza Hut breadsticks are the best. For the noodle company, it was too dry for you. I never had the noodles company. It's this one here, right? What? I haven't heard of it actually. I gotta check that out one day. I don't know where they are. I don't know where Noodles Company is. Pizza Hut breadsticks are the best. You're right. It closed in your era, so they were open, but okay. That speaks some numbers. Pizza Hut breadsticks, especially when they come from Target. Yes. Church's Chicken in Puerto Rico is way better. Interesting. You wouldn't think it, right? Church's Chicken in PR is way better. They put something else in there. Yes, dude. Yes, I believe that. I believe that they put something in the Puerto Rico chicken. Five Guys. Guys, come on. Five Guys. It's gotta be it's not as bad as Boston Market, but all right, I'll put it here. I'll put it in C above Skyline Chili, but behind Denny's. I don't like Five Guys, like at all. I think the burgers are not bad, but they're just not worth how much you pay for the burgers. It's just not a good experience. I don't think their burgers are anything special either because they don't have like a special sauce. It's like you're just like ketchup, mustard, and mayo. And not to say that like you need a special sauce, but like even McDonald's has like they've got an edge. There's a way that Five Guys. That's a good way to put it. Five Guys fell off. Five Guys did fall off. You like boring burgers? I mean, there's nothing wrong with boring burgers. I think Shake Shack, for example, makes boring burgers, and they're awesome. But Shake Shack is not as expensive as Five Guys is. And you're paying for a better burger still. You know what I mean? I don't know. IHOP is an F. IHOP is not good. IHOP is not good. I gotta say it. Everything is boring until someone puts it in the spotlight. That's true. Like you wouldn't think Shake Shack is a boring burger, but like it's just cheese, bread, and beef is all it is. But I don't know. It's Five Guys is just not it. Five Guys is just not it for me these days, at least. I remember when Five Guys first came around. I mean, the fries, like you put them in your mouth and it's just like, right? A weak burger, you can chew and still talk. But a burger with strength, you chew. But the meat just absorbs all the space and all the air possible in their throat. To the point where if you wanted to start talking, nothing but is coming out. Word. Back in the day, that was how bacon was supposed to be. And the fries, they blended so perfectly. The cheese up in here was going ham. Damn. And I wish I could have smelled what he was smelling. And I wish that when I bit the fry bit back. But these days, no. You just don't get that. And I don't even know if they still do. I don't even know if they still do the ghetto grocery bags. Do they still do the ghetto grocery bag? Is the cheese still oozing? I don't even know if I want to do this. Last time I went to IHOP was after your Berkeley audition in 2019. My mom and I stayed in the motel right next to the IHOP on the river. On the Charles? On the Charles River? What IHOP is that? I don't remember where that is. I don't even remember where that would have been. It's almost in Cambridge, but is it in Cambridge? Is it across the Charles from Boston? What would that be? Somerville, I guess. We're mass posting again. We're talking about mass again. The last time I went to IHOP was also in Massachusetts. I went to the IHOP in in Quincy, near the Quincy Adams station. Ish. No, it was closer to Quincy Center. There's there's an IHOP down there. Brighton. Okay, yeah. I don't really find myself over that way, so that's why I can't visualize it in my head. But that is a place a motel would be. I'll tell you that much. In Brighton. Yeah, it was funny. The last time we went to IHOP we were both in Mass. It is very funny. In-N-Out Burger. I'm gonna put it there. Don't get mad at me if you're from the West Coast. We don't have those over here, and when I did have it, it was not that great. It was good, but it wasn't mind blowing. I wasn't gonna. Nah, I'll put it here after Arby's. I'd rather have it more than Arby's, but I would still take a Whopper over whatever a double animal style is. You hadn't had In-N-Out for about 12 years. Yeah, because you were on the West Coast for a while, and that would have been forever. They're gonna put an In-N-Out near me near you in Tennessee. Are you serious? Is that real? Are they really expanding outside? Because I did hear rumblings that they were gonna expand into the South, but I didn't know they're gonna go that far. Interesting. Might have to give me more of a reason to visit. Not that I don't want to visit. They moved the headquarters to Tennessee, huh? Now that I didn't know. Yeah, the majority of them is in California. And to be fair, the In-N-Out that I went to was in Utah. But so maybe, I don't know, maybe just not that great. They moved the HQ to Tennessee. Interesting. I didn't hear about that. If they move the HQ to Tennessee, I hope they make it a national chain. Because if In-N-Out is a national chain, I think they would win. They would win the burger wars. I should have also put Jack in the Box and never had, because I've never had Jack in the Box. I hear mixed things, so let's be honest. Jersey Mike's. Jack in the Box is made. I believe that. I don't get mind-blowingly good burger vibes from Jack in the Box. Jersey Mike's is gonna also be. It's gonna be in B somewhere. I feel like I'm being too generous. I'm gonna put Cookout top of C because I think that's more appropriate for how I feel about it. Jollibee is the best. Mandatory. I have to. Rican say it. Yak in the box. Makes sense. Jersey Mike's is the Domino's of sandwich shops. You are absolutely not wrong about that. Where did I put Jersey Mike's though? Is it gone? Oh, it's over here. Jersey Mike's has got to be yeah, Taco Bell style restaurant. Yeah, because they sell tacos, don't they? Jack in the Box. Jersey Mike's is good. Jersey Mike's is good. If you've only ever been to the 30th Street Jersey Mike's, I didn't know there was a Jersey Mike's at 30th Street. I didn't know that. Is it inside the station too? Um, the last time I had Jersey Mike's was in Richmond, Virginia, though. So but I did really like it. I did really, really like it. It's better than Subway. It's absolutely better than Subway. I'll put it top of C because I don't think they make amazing subs. Inside the station, I don't know if it's there anymore. I can tell you it's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. They're redoing 30th Street Station, I think, starting last year, and it's not there. The Jersey Mike's, Wendy's is not there anymore either. No, I'll put Jersey Mike's bottom of B. I think they're good enough to be bottom of B. Jersey Mike's was good because last time I had Jersey Mike's, I had like I think I must have got like a cheesesteak from there, which is like okay. I think one time I also got like a hoagie or something. Do I know? I know Jollibee makes Angus burgers now. Angus burgers, huh? I didn't know that. Cause like in the West, that's one thing that's interesting. In the West, Jollibee is more seen as like a chicken chain, but Jollibee is yeah, it's more of a people see Jollibee here in the West as like a chicken chain, which is like which I get, but in the Philippines it's really known as a burger place. Like you get burgers from Jollibee and chicken is just on the menu. You get chicken and you get rice on the menu too. So that's interesting that they're branching out here and adding like an Angus beef burger. They probably don't have Angus beef in the Philippines, Jollibees though, because Angus beef is probably they have to import it. They gotta use Filipino beef for that. Calabao beef, maybe, I don't know. I'm your joining tonight, but Chick-fil-A in the best. Yes, this is my opinion these days. It used to not be like this, but I had a newfound appreciation for Chick-fil-A. And they just hit sometimes, man. They just hit. The money for Chick-fil-A? Yeah, but I think it's worth. It is the Lord's chicken, indeed. I think it's worth the money because McDonald's chicken sandwich tastes like how much you spent on it. Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich also tastes like how much you spent on it. And take that how you will. Because I will pay $5 or $6 for a chicken sandwich. I will. I absolutely will pay $6 for a chicken sandwich. I will pay $12 or whatever it is for a full meal. And here's my strat for Chick-fil-A. Chicken sandwich. I do grilled these days even, and their grilled chicken sandwich is phenomenal. Grilled chicken sandwich. Instead of fries, I get a soup. It's only expensive for how big the sandwich is. I don't know. When's the last time you were at Chick-fil-A? Because their sandwiches are not small. I'll tell you that much. They're not small. They're not gigantic, but I don't think they're not tiny. You know, they're about the same size as like a Popeye sandwich. They're about the same size as like a McDonald's chicken sandwich. I don't know. That's just how I feel about a year or so, like a spicy chicken sandwich, like a 2-biter. It might have been just like a bad John that time. Yeah, McDonald's is cheap, but I'm kind of over eating cheap food right now. Like I don't want to eat something just because it's cheap, you know. I have to balance like, now is it good and affordable? Because I'm not gonna eat something that is McDonald's quality, but it's insanely expensive. Like, of course, I'm not gonna eat that. But if it's like, yeah, McDonald's is overrated. Like it's over. The century of McDonald's is over. The century of McDonald's is it's just where it's just done. You know, McDonald's fell off so hard, and they're not cheap food anymore either. Chick-fil-A being up the best? I don't know. That's just how I feel. I think it is one of the best fast food restaurants for sure. I don't think there's a reason to say that they're like. I don't think that there's I don't think I can be convinced that they're on the tier of Burger King. You know what I mean? Like I have always believed and will continue to believe that they're a cut above. You know what I mean? Like they're on par with Cane's being a cut above. I only put Cane's in B just because I think it's yeah, Chick-fil-A also gets it for the service. There's no other place that is so like that is warm and they don't say you're welcome. They say my pleasure, right? You pull up to the drive-through and they know which car is yours. They have your food. It's so quick. Their service is like that's another thing. Like a lot of people, if the experience actually ordered from Chick-fil-A, they're fast. They're fast. They have to. Yeah, I'm going, of course. But I think that every chain has to. It's just that some places choose to be like, well, we don't care about the customer that much. So, you find it creepy? I don't. I try not to read into it. I try not to read into it too much. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is like, I put it at the best because I legitimately do think it is one of the best. You know, I can't think of any reason why it wouldn't be. You know, like Burger King's chicken sandwiches are just bad. Cane's chicken sandwich is a that's not a real chicken sandwich. You don't put 3 tenders on a Kaiser roll and lettuce and say here's a chicken sandwich. It's not good. All right. Bojangles is not as good as Chick-fil-A. BK chicken sandwich, maybe the old one, the chicken, maybe the chicken sandwich. But whatever they introduced after they phased out the chicken and it's introduced the royal chicken sandwich or whatever. Nuh-uh, dude. No way does that compare at all to Chick-fil-A. Because you bite into a royal chicken sandwich, first of all, I have to ask, like, is this even a real filet? It's not moist, it's dry. And there's just a bunch of random stuff all on top of it. The Chick-fil-A is like, you know, you bite into it, it squirts at you. You bite into the chicken sandwich and that joint be squirting. It's good, man. It hits you with the crisp. If you get the fried ones, it hits you with the crisp first, the little crispiness. Your teeth start crunching on it. Your teeth start crunching on it, and then it starts squirting at you. Here's the weird thing I do when I get a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I open the bag of the sandwich and inhale it first before eating it. That's real. You're being real right now. That's the realest thing that you've ever said. That's the realest thing anybody has ever said. I gotta start doing that. They hand you you pull up the drive-through. They hand you. They said order for Keenan. You put it. They said yeah, that's me. They read off you like spicy deluxe with frozen lemonade or whatever, and then they hand it to me. I say thank you, and they say my pleasure. I drive off, park into the spot, take one big whiff. I gotta start doing that. That's true. It does have it has an aroma. Not only does it have an aroma, you finish the chicken sandwich and you say, you know what, this trash, I have some leftovers, I'm gonna leave it in my car, and I'll throw it off. I'll throw it away when I get home. The next day your car smells like Chick-fil-A and it reminds you, I gotta go back. I gotta go get the grilled chicken sandwich now. Chick-fil-A is great, man. It is one of the best. That's why I say it's one of the best. It's just like, I don't know. It Now, I say this, we haven't started talking about Popeyes yet. So this is where it stands for now. Speaking of chicken though, KFC, just kidding. It doesn't deserve to be in F. It deserves to be in top of D. I think KFC is top of D. KFC fell off hard. KFC fell off hard. Because they used to be great. Now they're not. I don't know what happened. I really, really don't know what happened. KFC is overrated. I'm like to ask, but this is best chicken sandwiches or just fast food in general? Just fast food in general. Which is why like I put Culver's. I mean, Joe, you were there. Culver's is unbeatable. Like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, this is just fast food in general, not chicken sandwiches. I might do best chicken sandwich someday, but if I need to do that, I gotta. Yeah, Culver's is top one. You are right. If I ever do like a KFC, if I do the chicken sandwich tier list, I gotta try Zaxby's because I hear that they have a chicken sandwich too. And Zaxby's is about to open up in Magnolia Township, in Jersey, which is I think the only one going to be in the area. You don't think you've had Culver's Chicken Eater? I don't. The only places that they have Culver's are in the Midwest, like Ohio, Wisconsin, and there's some in Florida too. But if you ever found yourself in the Midwest, you gotta try Culver's, man. It's life changing. It makes me want to think of that I could move to the Midwest and just be satisfied if I had to move to the Midwest. Culver's is great. Yeah, KFC is nothing. KFC means nothing to me. So it goes in the top of D. It's not as bad. Like, I would still rather go to a KFC than a Boston Market. I would never want to go to a Church's Chicken. The last time I had Church's Chicken, I was so disappointed that I was like, I'm never having Church's Chicken ever again. It was just like the driest food that I've ever had. Little Caesars, it's going to be bottom of C for me. No, it's going to be even past the Dairy Queen. That's where I would put Little Caesars. No, it's going to be past Skyline Chili. It's going to be past Five Guys, actually. Where's Crown Chicken on the list? Oh, where is Crown Chicken on the list? What happened? Crown Chicken really fell off. You know, Crown Chicken really did fall off. I don't know who owns the Crown Chicken brand. Whoever did, they sold it. It is above KFC. It is above KFC. Crown Chicken is above KFC without a doubt. Yeah, what happened to Crown Chicken actually? Because there is still a Crown Chicken downtown, but the Crown Chickens that I was going to when I was like a kid are no longer around. I always tell people when they visit Philly, if you see a Crown Chicken, run. Exactly. If you see a Crown Chicken in your neighborhood, you are in the neighborhood that you are in right now, you are not in the right neighborhood. Get out of there. Chicken Eater. The last Little Caesars I had wasn't even cooked. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. But being Branson, you are right. Little Caesars was there for me at my lowest. So I have very fond memories about Little Caesars. Next to my when I did karate when I was like a teenager, or actually a tween. Next to a couple of doors down from our dojo was a Little Caesars, and whenever we do like special stuff, like I was on the demo team, and like we would like do practices like outside of like our normal classes. We would sometimes like get Little Caesars as a little snack. I loved it. Little Caesars was there for me at my lowest, indeed. Chicken Eater, you gotta try Little Caesars again sometime. You don't have to ask your parents to get it, but Tony Soprano's Pizza, that's also a chain here. But I can think of 3 Tony Soprano locations in my head right now. I gotta try Tony Soprano's Pizza. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're great, but it was good at the Northwest. The Tony Soprano's Pizza or Little Caesars. Yeah, it was good. I mean, I think it's just maybe Virginia. It doesn't have good Little Caesars, I guess. I don't know. McDonald's is gonna be. Let's see, that's where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it there because I would still go to McDonald's over Skyline Chili. No, sorry, I could have put it there. McDonald's gets a C just because like I do like McDonald's. Like I don't know if I would call a fan. McDonald's over DQ is crazy. Well, this is just I'm thinking about the food. I'm not just thinking about the blizzards because like Dairy Queen like burgers are okay, but they're nothing to write home about. Yeah, McDonald's is mid C worthy. I would put them above DQ just because like I'm thinking about the chain as a whole. Like DQ, I did have that's so funny because the last time I did have Dairy Queen, I think was also in Utah. Um, how's McDonald's above Five Guys? Five Guys fell off, dude. I think we were talking about this earlier, but I think it was before you joined. Uh, Five Guys just fell off so hard. Five Guys is real. Five Guys is real. You're right about that. But would I have Five Guys over McDonald's? I wouldn't. I wouldn't have Five Guys over McDonald's. If I had to choose, I would choose McDonald's. Nah, that's not true. I gotta think about that. Do I got Denny's over both? Yes, sir. I do. I do have Denny's over both because I have some fond memories of Denny's. Again, I wouldn't like. I do have Denny's over both, but is this true? No, Denny's goes here. No, Denny's goes here. Yeah, I think that's more accurate to what my true feelings are. Um, yeah, Five Guys is just okay. Assuming I had infinite money, I would go Five Guys over McDonald's. But if I had like $6 to spend, I couldn't even get anything in Five Guys. Let's be real, all right. But yeah, me and Bean Branson earlier were talking about it in the here in the chat. We were saying like, you know, back in the day, Five Guys burgers and fries. Like when you bit into it, you were saying like this is how bacon was supposed to be, and the fries they blended so perfectly. The cheese was going ham. Rehashing this bit, by the way. But you go in. Here's a simulator. Zaxby's is similar to Cane's. I will try it one day when they open up here. They should be opening up this year. The Zaxby's that's in Jersey. When I think about this is a simulator of like entering Five Guys. This is Five Guys simulator. You walk into Five Guys, you say, "Hey, I'll do a cheeseburger, and let me get onions, cheese, or let me get onions, mustard, ketchup, mayo, pickles." I'm a mushroom guy, so I'll say mushrooms. And then let me also get a milkshake with that. I'll do a vanilla milkshake, and let me also get that sandwich with the fries. And you get to the end of the line, and they make it for you. They wrap it in the foil and everything. And then you're about to you go to pay, and then you see on the screen it says $22. No, dude. $22 for that. I'm estimating. It's about that. All the way is what you usually say. Yeah, usually you get it all the way. Where is this hypothetically? The Five Guys over there. That's near me. Is a cheeseburger from Five Guys, a full size cheeseburger is $12 base price, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's right. It's like $12 just the burger. The burger by itself is $12. Um, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do get two patties by default. That's true. That's what I'm saying though. Like I would not catch myself walking. If Five Guys, if I'm in the store ordering and I already you're right. I already did sign up for the $20 bill, which is why I'm not gonna walk inside of a Five Guys. I'd rather walk inside of a McDonald's if I'm going to be real, because I could feel the same after. Well, I probably would feel worse after eating McDonald's, but that's besides the point. You're eating a Five Guys burger all the way. Yeah, you're spending too much money on that, I think. Yeah, me and Ransom, you are right. Five Guys really only had had value in a previous economy. These days, there's just no reason to get a Five Guys burger. You do believe that they did a make a meal option recently for like $18. And it doesn't really help, but at least like you don't have to spend $22 for that. $18. Like you can add fries and a drink to that. What I'm saying though is like, how come for like the entire history of the company being and the chain being open, fries and drink did not come with the burger, and only recently are they now like making a meal? You know, I don't know, $18 meal. I'm doing some math right now. $18 meal. Let's see what I can get with $18. Two Big Macs and a McDouble, or a McChicken. Two Big Macs and a McChicken. The peanuts are double patty fry and drink, $18. I mean, it's not terrible, but like, it's not fine dining. You know what I mean? I'm not at a PJ Wellahans. So what do I look like paying $18 for a burger that wrapped in foil? You know, that's just where I'm coming from, though. $18 meal. I mean, like, I'd rather go to Lucky's at that point. The peanuts are fire at a Five Guys. The peanuts are fire. You're not wrong about that. The peanuts are amazing. It was $13. Okay, that's better. That's a lot better. If that is how much a Five Guys meal costs, $13, I could be convinced to go to Five Guys for sure. If that's really how much it is. Moe's Southwest Grill. It's not as good as Chipotle, but they were good when I had them. You can't tell the 8 and the 3 on the part. That's why I seen your username. That's so funny that like you just picked those 3 numbers because they look similar, but they're missing a stroke. I'd put Moe's before Five Guys. I'd do that. I'd do that. That's my real feelings. I don't really have much to say on Moe's. I only ever had it like really once. So, and it was good, but yeah, it wasn't like I didn't really like blow my mind. Okay, y'all are gonna hate me for this, but never had Moe's. Yeah, there's not really a lot of Moe's. There's only a Moe's near me, and even then, that was the only Moe's that I know existed in like a 50-mile radius. But yeah, I am gonna put Panda Express in the best. What you get? What do you get? I get it, kinda. What do you get? I put Panda Express in the best. I'm a fan. I will say that much. Panda is somewhat okay. Yeah. It's like, and when I think about fast food, it's at the upper edge of like fast food, like it's at the upper edge for me. The portion size is the only rest. I'd expect it was going to be at B. I think if I wasn't eating Panda recently, I would have put it at B. But like within this year, I've eaten at Panda like 4 or 5 times, 6 times maybe. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say it, but nah. It's just I would be lying at that point. I did not have Panda Express 6 or 7 times. But yeah, I'm just a fan. Panda Express is one of the few fast food places that makes it easy to eat lower calorie. That's true. Although I don't really like a lot of their lower calorie options. There's one that they have that's like a black pepper chicken that has too much celery, and I hate it. 6-7? Yes. It's coming out Friday. 6-7 song. This Friday. 6-7 song. This Friday. Make sure to catch it this Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Uh, portion size is really, yeah. No one does it like Panda. That's true. Portion size is an issue at Panda, but I don't think it's that big an issue because every time I do go to Panda, it's like I get like a what they call a plate, which is like the two entrees and like a carb, which I like. I really like their what they call the chow mein. I do really like their chow mein. That's what I get like most of the time. Um, but they have like they have a couple menu items that I'm just like in love with. The number one that I love, 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 and I will be an evangelist for Panda for this one item is the honey walnut shrimp. It's so freaking good. The honey walnut shrimp at Panda Express is just unbelievably good. And I will always recommend that to people. So I always get the honey walnut shrimp and then whatever else I'm feeling, which is maybe like an orange chicken. It's so good, so good. So yeah, I'll put Panda in the best for that. You know, because I just have I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Rich, you say I have a tiny Chinese restaurant called the Oriental near you. One of the greatest Chinese food places I've ever had. That's in Woburn. I'll have to think about. I'll have to like remember that. Honestly, neighborhood Chinese places that have names like Oriental or Oriental Express, Jade Palace, Panda Garden, or whatever, they are great. They're fantastic. They're so good. Um, the one near me, they could be better, but you know, your neighborhood Chinese place never does you wrong, ever. There's too much lettuce on the chow mein. Yeah, I get that. I also get that. I also get that. Like sometimes I'll get the rice for that. But I'm a well, I guess it's cabbage in the chow mein. I'm a big fan of cabbage, so I don't really mind so much. Is Primo's on this list? I wish. I guess this is like a national thing, um but I don't think Primo's counts as fast food. I think they're just more like a hoagie chain. If Honey Walnut Shrimp has 1 million fans, Key is one of them. You're right about that. You are right about that. I gotta try the breast fire chicken. Like I think I ordered it one time, but I don't remember it. I don't really remember it. Um, I yeah, I might go to Panda today just because I'm like craving it again now. Now that I'm talking about Panda, I'm kind of craving it. Breast fire chicken. I gotta try that. It's like a spicy wok fired chicken or whatever. Um, so yeah, Panda. It goes in the best because I'm a fan. I am a fan of Panda. Panera Bread. It's gonna go here. No. Uh, it's gonna go here before Panera, before Domino's after Checkers. Uh, Checkers kind of fell off enough for me to like not be so in love with it. Panera Bread I really like, but they're not like my favorite. Um, what Panera put it higher? I know you like Panera. I know you like Panera, but I'm not like a huge Panera fan. You've never Manuel, you have never had Checkers and you don't know how. We went to the same high school and you've never had Checkers. And well, it's too late now because like that Checkers is gone, and Joe has the menus from it. Uh, I think right. That's where your Checkers the Checkers menu that are in your house. What is that? The TV behind me just started playing music. What's that one about? Anyways, Checkers off Ron and the Boulevard. Is that gone now? Because I remember there was two Checkers on along Roosevelt. Guess we're doing chess. Yeah. No Checkers, only chess. It's gone. So are both Checkers gone, or is just the one? I think now these days up near where you used to live, Manuel, like there is a new Checkers. I think, or I don't know if it's new, but it replaced where Jake's Wayback Burgers used to be. Um, so maybe that's like the trade they traded places that Checkers. Um, yeah, but Panera Bread I put in B because like I just was like yeah, you know. Um, I'm not in love with it, but I think their food is good. I think their food is really good. I like their sandwiches. I like their coffee is great. It's right next to the Dunkin' on Welsh. Yeah, 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 yeah. I used to go to that plaza a lot. There used to be a buffet in that plaza, a Chinese buffet called like East Lake Buffet or something like that. Now, when I was a kid, we'd go there. My family would go there all the time. I think there still is a Chuck E. Cheese in that same plaza. I really like that. That was like the Chuck E. Cheese that I think the first Chuck E. Cheese my family went to was that one. I think. Papa John's. You are gonna go here. Sorry, it's not that great. Papa John's is just not that great. But they're not. I wouldn't put them as bad as D. I wouldn't put them down in D. Down in the D. Whatever that song is. I gained consciousness at my 4th birthday party at that Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. Papa John's garlic sauce is W. You are, yes. And here's what I'll say. Papa John's garlic sauce is the reason that it's not in D. I'll say that much. Papa John's garlic sauce is the reason that it's not in D because it's so good, and the fact that they sell every pizza with a pepperoncini pepper. They just bite into it, eat it with the pizza. You dip the pizza in the garlic sauce. So good. But their everything else that they offer is so awful. Their desserts are fine, but their chicken wings are awful. Papa John's chicken wings are awful. Really, 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 really bad. Pizza Hut is a lot better than Papa John's. So I'm going to put Pizza Hut up there because I am a fan of Pizza Hut. I really, really like how sweet Pizza Hut sauce is. That's just like me. That's just me. Yeah, it's great. I would move back to the Northeast if I had to pick a spot in Philly to move to because it's home. It's home. Popeyes is gonna be uh Papa Gino's. Oh right, I was I was a little confused when I first saw Papa Gino's, and then I remembered. Oh right, the Boston chain, Papa Gino's. I've never had it. I've never had Papa Gino's. I've had what's the other one? Regina Pizza. Is that what it is? Regina Pizza. I've had that because that was at I think they had one in South Station. If I wasn't feeling the McDonald's at South Station, yeah. Uh, Interesting Popeyes placement. I only put it up here because I'm unsure. I think that's the real answer. Sorry, actually no. I gotta change that. Uh, this is the real. Yeah, Popeyes is the best fried chicken chain. I agree. I agree. And Jollibee is up here not for the chicken. Jollibee is up here purely because I'm Filipino and this is what's required of me to claim that. Yeah, I reordered it the best. I think this makes more sense. This is like true. Um, Popeyes is the best chicken chain. I think that is there's no question about it. Uh, Popeyes has not fallen off, in my opinion. I don't think they've fallen off. Uh, when I was growing up, my family would always get Popeyes chicken. This is even before they had the chicken sandwiches. Growing up, when my mom didn't have time to cook, but we needed a substantial dinner, my mom would be like, "All right, let's go get Popeyes." We got a bucket of Popeyes, half spicy, half normal. Uh, get some. Yeah, Slice was saying up talking about the FNAF meal. I didn't know about the FNAF meal. I think I'm gonna get the FNAF meal today. I gotta look into that. I haven't even seen any promotional graphics on that. Hold on. We're doing this live. Popeyes FNAF meal. Oh, this is real. Okay, we're going to the Popeyes website. We're gonna react to this live. We're reacting to Popeyes FNAF meal live. Roro Turbo Speed Popeyes. Yes, we are. So we were just doing a tier list for fast food. Popeyes goes here and for up above Chick-fil-A. Their sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A sandwich. Popeye. Okay, we react content. We're reacting to Five Nights at Freddy's meal. Okay. So, this is their box. The Freddy Fazbear Deluxe box. Hold on, I gotta see this. Let's look at this closely. Let's analyze this. So this is, what's this drink? I'm gonna start an order. I'm not gonna dox myself. I almost doxed myself. I will allow them to look at my location though. This is the Freddy Fanta? Shouldn't it be pizza? You would think that they would collaborate with like Pizza Hut or something, but I guess Popeyes is the only one. Ain't no way this is real. Chicken Eater, I can assure you this is real. I was in disbelief too a little when Slice first said it. I was like, really? There's a FNAF meal? Yes. Looks like 4 chicken tenders. What is this? 3 pieces of chicken tenders. It's like a garlic parmesan. Okay, I get it. Cuz it's like it's garlic parmesan with marinara, cuz they're okay. I think they know. I think Popeyes knows that it's a weird collab because they've made their chicken taste like pizza, basically. They're basically saying, "Yeah, we know that Freddy's is a pizza chain, but they collabed with us. So we're going to make chicken tenders that have an Italian vibe, right? Garlic parmesan tenders, garlic cheesy bites with a marinara sauce." Slice was saying earlier that like there were cheese curds. I don't know if these counts as cheese curds. I was a little excited because I thought it'd be like the squeaky kind of cheese curds, but I think these are just cheese bites. And it comes with like a cupcake on the side too. A reference to the cupcake animatronic from Five Nights at Freddy's. With the one that has the pink icing and the eyes and the candle. Does it taste like the animatronics? I hope it does. The chicken actually just tastes like the flesh of the ghosts which inhabit Foxy, Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. And Golden Freddy. Well, I don't know what this is though. This Freddy Fanta. Is that really what it is? It's Freddy Fanta? Yeah, I guess it's just Freddy Fanta. Instead of the Burger King collab, they went with the sister location. That's good. That's really good. Real ones know that Popeyes and Burger King are, well, I don't know if they're owned by the same company, but they're often franchised by the same company. Yeah, Slice, you came back just in time. We're talking about the FNAF meal. Fanta just had a promotion box art. Yeah. What does the ketchup represent in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise? Let's go back to the picture. I think this is marinara sauce, which is like supposed to be the pizza thing. But if you want to get like, if you want to think about it metaphorically, it may be the blood of the children who have been victims of William Afton's crimes. That's the blood, yeah, exactly. Only Matt Pat can explain the ketchup. Exactly. They represent the children who have passed. Dude, I'm telling you, when I get the bite of 87, you're right about that one. When I order this meal and I take that first bite, it's gonna make the bite of 87 look like a freaking joke. It's gonna make the bite of 83 look like a little kiss. When I bite into that chicken, and I rip it off like that, and I bite into the cheese bite and go and do the little pull. I dip it into the marinara. I go. It's gonna be a long string of cheese. It's gonna do that. Why would I want filet to gnaw on it? I just don't get it. Yeah, the chicken tender is the flesh of the one that he shouldn't have killed. The lore is weird. You're right. The lore is weird, but hey, it's just the theory. Oh, Popeye's theory. Thank you for watching. Why would you? It was underrated because I didn't get it at first. Why would you want filet? I just don't get it. You put the nugget into the marinara. It represents placing the children into the suits. Exactly. You're bathing them in the ceremonial blood of the children who have passed. Is the chicken tenders Chico? Yeah, this Chico. That's Chico's flesh. What's the box and paper made out of then? It's made from remnant. It's made from the soul, the material left behind by the souls who have inhabited the animatronic bodies. That's what it's made out of. There's remnant on the box and on the paper. Maybe William Afton should get on this. He's been looking for remnant his whole life. That's why Ennard happened. Ennard. All right, we're gonna get the Five Nights at Freddy's deluxe box, whatever it's called, sometime, and I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm gonna make a video about Popeyes represents Afton cybernetics. Exactly. They don't know their own hubris. Popeyes doesn't understand the sheer hubris that they have making this Popeyes Five Nights at Freddy's meal. It's poetic, really. It's almost like how William Afton did all that horrible stuff. The buyer represents the Ennard, dude. This chicken is gonna go in my body like Ennard. I'll tell you that much. This chicken is gonna be inside of me like Ennard. This chicken will enter my body the way Ennard enters Michael Afton. It's gonna take a hold of my system and go, and I'm gonna start moving. I'm gonna start turning purple. The freak employees represent the puppet. Yes, dude. I was gonna make a video on Whataburger. Should I post it? Yeah, why not? Speaking of Whataburger, never had it, so I should have also put it on there. Qdoba, I've also never had it. That's not true. I've had it once and I don't remember it, so I'll put it there. Qdoba. If I get this, if you get this meal 5 days in a row, they take you to the scooping room. Scooped, guys. We gotta. Let me see. FNAF scooper. Look at this. The scalable creation of ulterior presence. Look at that. Are you telling me that if I eat this Five Nights at Freddy's meal 5 days in a row, they're gonna show me where this is? Every Popeyes is gonna get a scooper, by the way. Are you telling me that I'm gonna get destroyed and mangled by the scalable creation of ulterior presence? What? Are you telling me that my remnant is gonna be harvested? That's enough of that. Exactly. Why would you want to stay? Five Nights at Freddy's. Quiznos is gonna be bottom of. It's gonna be top of D. I would prefer it over KFC. Let's be real. Roy Rogers is actually pretty alright, but I am gonna put it at top of D. Yes. Yes. Yes! Yes! Show them. I still haven't tried the Cherry Hill Roy Rogers, so I would like to actually try the brick and mortar Roy Rogers for once. But you know, whenever you would pull into the rest stops, they were good. I just hear the chicken tenders are not good, which is very disappointing. Slice, you said show them. Yeah. Show them who they really are. You gotta guys go to my YouTube channel, go to the song that I made for the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie in preparation for when I make the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 song, which will come out next month. Panda Express is overrated. I never ate Panda Express and was satisfied. I think we were talking about this earlier. You Bjorn Branson was saying that you put them onto the honey walnut shrimp. The only reason that Panda Express isn't the best, and I already mentioned this, but I'll say it again. I'm a fan, and I really like them. I think their portion sizes are okay. I don't think they're that small. At least the Panda Expresses that I've been to. Maybe the one that downtown is like not that great, but in New Jersey they're fine. PF Chang's. I haven't been to PF Chang's in so long. I don't honestly remember it, but I always hear good things. In theory, you need to show them exactly. You get it. Sbarro is gonna be. Don't hate me, but I'm gonna put it above KFC. The Habit is not on the list. I think the Habit is The Habit is not on the list. You're right. No, I've never had it, by the way, but they're a chain, and I know they have way more of the Habits down in Virginia than they do up here. I think the one time that we had a Habit in New Jersey, Cherry Hill, I don't think it really got a lot of traction. I think there's still might be a Habit in New Jersey. I don't know, but not a lot of people go, and I never went. Same with the PDQ. I never went. It's great. I hear it's great. I hear it's pretty darn good. Uh, I can't. Where's the nearest PF Chang's to me? Even I really want to go to PF Chang's. I really want to. More common in the West. Yeah, I figured. It's more common. I figured it'd be really common in the PNW, Pacific Northwest. Shake Shack is gonna be in the best. That's just how I feel. But it's gonna be at the bottom of the best. In Cherry Hill, the Habit is still there, or is it gone now? Because if it's still there, I gotta try it. Yeah, because I do remember the Habit being on that. What is that? Haddonfield Road. I think that's Haddonfield Road. Oh, PF Chang's, in Cherry Hill. Okay, we gotta organize. We're gonna organize and make a trip. Yeah, Shake Shack does go in the best because it's they're just good. I mean, they're really the only chain that does a good smash burger, I think. Besides Smash Burger, which is not that great. Smash Burger is not that great. Sheetz. Where does Sheetz go? Sheetz is gonna go. I mean, Chicken Eater, you know about Sheetz. And the Ohio crew that I went to Ohio with, we know about Sheetz. But where does Sheetz go? Sheetz is gonna go above No, that's not fair. Sheetz is gonna go above Jersey Mike's. That's fine. Sheetz is gonna go there. The food is questionable. Yeah, yeah, but that's kind of why I like Sheetz. Is because it's sort of like the evil version of Wawa in that you go to Wawa and you say, it's late night. What can I get at Wawa? And you can get a nice sandwich with veggies and deli meats on it. You go to Sheetz and you say, I'm hungry. What can I eat? And they were like, we have fried cheese curds. We have jalapeno poppers and chicken tenders. And we have it's all fried stuff. Plus they sell Fago. I didn't know that. When did I go to Sheetz? I don't think you ever been to Sheetz, but there is Sheetz, and I'm just saying there's Sheetz down where you are. I don't know if you've ever been, but I'm guessing you're also more of a Wawa guy too. Which I am. I'm of course a Wawa guy, right? But that's how I feel about Sheetz. Sheetz is it's like stoner food, really. Sonic. Yeah, I'm Sonic. And I get burgers from Sonic. Sonic is going to go in C. Somewhere in C. It's going to go here, above McDonald's. That's where I would put Sonic. Sonic is good. Don't get me wrong. Sonic is pretty good, but it's not it's not amazing. Steak and Shake is going to go in the best. But it's going to go here. No, it's going to go here. But Shadow, why do you want to go to Mexico? Because I love Latina and Sonic. Yeah, Steak and Shake is great. I've always been a fan of Steak and Shake, even though there really wasn't one where I was growing up, and every time that I've gone, I had to make a trip to get to Steak and Shake. But every time I go to Steak and Shake, it's really, really freaking good. It's not as good as Culver's, but it's peak Midwestern chain burger. It's just great. We're coming up on the end here, and I gotta end stream pretty soon. But let's just bang this out, and then we can wrap up. White Castle is also gonna be in the best. Don't hate me. But for those of you who have known me for a very long time, you'll know why White Castle's up down there. White Castle is peak. So good. But it's gonna be on the bottom of the best. I mean, just to be fair. Taco Bell is gonna be here. Subway is gonna be down here, top of F maybe. Nah, it's gonna be here. You have a White Castle and a Steak and Shake in Nashville. Guys, we got to do a road trip to Nashville because they've got all the good food, it seems like. What is Torchy's Tacos? I've never heard of that. Waffle House is going to go here. Yeah, Waffle House is going to go there. No, it's going to go there. Wawa is going to be here. One of the best, for sure. Never heard of Torchy's. Is it good? Wendy's is going to be... It's going to be that. Sorry. And Wingstop is going to be... there. Just for the... Wawa got to be number one. Yeah, exactly. Wawa is in the best. And you know what? You're right about it. There's a Torchy's... Oh, yeah. Torchy's must be a southern chain then. Because if there's one in Virginia and there's one in Nashville... Interesting. Wawa, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put Wawa as the number one thing just because like this. Not only is it for the meme, it's just like it's true. They're number one, man. They're number one. Your Sheets Truther, fair. Torchy's is based in Texas. Okay, that makes sense why they're more in the South rather than up here, and why I've never heard of them. Yeah, I think this is my. You never had Torchy's? It's one day, right? One day. I think this is it. I think this is gonna be my. I'm gonna save this. I think this is gonna be my tier list. Yeah, this looks right to me. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Yeah, this is it. Torchy's is the best fast food taco you ever had. I trust that Torchy's is really good. I just we don't have them here. So I don't know. Maybe one of these days, next time I'm in that down there when there's Torchy's, I could try it. We'll see. I missed out for real. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is gonna be it. Yeah, that is my tier list. This is fun. I should do. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, next hangout Tuesdays we'll do more. We'll do tier lists. Tier lists is fun content. You could just argue about like where things are placed. It's fun. Yeah, they gotta add a W tier. You've heard of S tier. Now we have W tier. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I think that's gonna do it for today's stream. I was a little late, so we could go a little over. It's fine. But yeah, thank you. This is a lot of fun. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for talking with me. I love arguing about like trivial things like fast food. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you next stream is gonna be Friday. I'm gonna be I don't know what I'm playing yet. We're gonna be gaming on Friday though. We're gonna be gaming. We might play more Katamari, but there might be a new game that we can check out together. We'll see. That'll be the next stream is gaming Fridays. So I'll see you guys on Friday. Hopefully some of you will stick around for Friday. And Hangout Tuesdays will come back next week. We'll do some more of this. It's always a fun time to just sit and chat and talk. Anyways, this has been me. I'll see you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Or not tomorrow. What am I talking about? Not tomorrow. Friday. It's gonna be Friday. I thought it was Monday for some reason for a second. I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. I'm busy tomorrow. Nice. Thank y'all.